Welcome to Piano for All, brought to you by Showhouse Academy. Igama lami TKO and ngizoba i-facilitator yale lesson yanamhlanje. So sikhuluma ngani namhlanje? Namhlanje sokhuluma ngama major scales. All right? Akhandwa kanjani ama major scales? Right? What is a major scale? What is a scale? Basically, a scale is a combination yama notes sound good together. Any combination of notes that sounds good together, it's a scale, right? Maningi gama scales, khona ma major, khona ma minor, and within a family of minor, there's like harmonic minor, melodic minor, natural minor, and then you have your diminished scales, you have your augmented scales, you have your pentatonic scales, you have your blues scales. Wonke lawo ma scales basically nje i-combination ethize yama notes asebenza kamnandi together, but they also have a particular character or a particular color to them. For instance, I'll just make an example. That's a major scale, a combination of notes that sound good together. Now, minor scale. Inekhala ehlukile, yabona? But nice a combination yama notes that sound good together, but they have a different character, right? And then look at this one. Oh, sorry. That's a blues scale, right? So anyways, now ngizonifundisa-ke i-formula yokwakha wonke lama scales. Kodwa-ke okwamanje sizoqala ngo-mother of all scales, which is the major scale. I-major scale-ke ngokwami, okay, ningangi-quote on this, but ngokwami ngibuke i-major scale as igama lisho major. It's something major, it's something big, something that governs other things, right? The major scale kumina is the mother of all scales, because once I know a major scale, kuba lula ukwakha all these other scales using a major scale as a reference point. All right? So a major scale ke yona yakhiwa yini ama notes awu-7, right? Mawuyolenda kwelesi 8, you are completing the cycle, right? Awu-7, and then as soon as you land on the 8th one, you are completing the cycle. All right? So, ake ngidemonstrate lento engishoyo. For instance, iscale sa-C, u-C major. Now, you first find the note C. Yakhumbula ukuthi u-C uthola kanjani? Mawufuna ukuthola u-C, you find the two chopsticks or the two black notes. Inote elokuqala ingaka-left elimhlophe, u-C loyo, right? And then you just play all the white notes ngokulandelana kwawo. That's a scale of C major, starting from C to C. All right? Aswabaleke lama notes mangaki. 1, remember ungadideki-ke manje, asabala ama-movements, sibala ama-notes themselves. Angithi kumlento ye-movement ama-semitones and half tones and whole tones nani, besibala the number of movements. This time, ku-scale sibala ini-ke? The number of notes within the scale. So, mangaki? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 138. Sesibuyelela ekuqaleni, yayibona? So, awu-7, AS8 completes the cycle. So, whether ungathi scale sina 7 notes or sina 8 notes, you are still correct, okay? Was u-8 uyayiphinda anyway. So, that's a C major scale. Iscale-ke siyayisiqale enotini elithize siphele on the very same note, an octave higher or an octave lower. Uyayithola? Iscale njalo siqale enotini elifanayo siphele enotini elifanayo. Right? Okay. Now, how is this major scale formed? Kune-sequence-ke yama-movements. Alright, niyakhumbula ama-tones nama-half tones. So, iscale sakhiwa-ke i-combination yama-whole tones and half tones. Alright, as you group the whole tones and half tones, ngendlela ethize kuphuma something that we call i-major scale. Okay, so ake siyakheke njengamanje sokwakha u-C major scale because wona ulula vele, we're gonna use all the white notes. So i-formula major scale ithini? Whole tone, semitone, ne? Whole tone, semitone, bese kuba whole tone about 3 ne-semitone, or whole tone about 2 ne-semitone, or whole tone about 3 ne-semitone. That's a major scale. Mawuthandako ngathi tone, semitone, tone, semitone. Mawusayikhumbula-ke indaba yama-semitones and whole tones, it's fine, uzoba right la. But mekwenzeka usukhohliwe, go to the previous video, okay, to catch up. Now, let me demonstrate what I mean by whole tone, semitone, whole, semitone. Uma ngisuka la, ngiza la, that's a whole tone movement. Ne? Remember, ngifuna ama-whole tone awu-2 bese kuba i-semitone. So sengenzile i-whole tone yokuqala, sengenza i-whole tone yesibili. Remember, i-whole tone uskipha one note ulende kwelilandelayo, or mawuthanda it's 2 semitones. Mengisuka la ngithi 1, 2. So now I have 2 whole tone movements. Sengishoda nge-semitone movement, ngisuka la ngiza la. A semitone movement, remember, is when you move from one note to another without skipping a note. So I have now tone movement, a semitone movement. Now sesidinga or whole tone about 3 no semitone. So whole tone 1, whole tone 2, whole tone 3 no semitone. Sesiphelele iscale yabo, siqale la saqeda la. So ake siyenzeke. Tone, semitone, tone, semitone. 2 tones, semitone. 3 tones and a semitone. Right. Whole tone, semitone, whole tone, semitone. All right. So that's the formula for a major scale. For E major scale, ungazudide ukuthi A major. For the major scale. All right. Tone, semitone, tone, semitone. All right. Now, sesiyazi whole E major scale ya C. Kunamanye kama scales. Okay, maybe let me do this. Let me talk about fingering. Okay, let me talk about fingering. Nyakhumbula iminwe le sinike i-number. Right? Sinike i-number le minwe. Seyithupha 1, index finger or 2, middle finger or 3, ring finger or 4, pinky finger or 5. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I-fingering technique ya C major ihamba kanjena-ke. You put your fingers like so, starting from C, and then each finger rests on its own white key. And then udlala kanjena-ke uthi 1. Remember, so number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So uzothi 1, 2, 3. Right? Now, mawufika ku-3, you tuck your thumb underneath. Okay? You tuck your thumb underneath. So it's like 1, 2, 3, and then tuck your thumb underneath. Right? 1, 2, 3, tuck your thumb. 1, yakhumbula 2, 1 lo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Spin the foot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Right? So we're doing two things in C1 la. Sifunda formula major scale, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. But we are also learning the fingering technique for a major scale, which is Ega C fingering technique. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Bese ke si-introduce ke no left hand. The left hand ke yona sizoyibeka nakhona ku C. But this time u-C wethu uzoba on the pinky, which is our fifth finger. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? The fifth finger is our pinky. Ngala. So it's gonna go the opposite. Mesiqala go right hand. Besithi 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time ngeke ngalana sizothi 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You get to 1 and then you cross over. Go number 3. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Now, I would advise you guys to practice with your right hand. Kala uzube fluent on the C major scale. Once you are fluent, and then you introduce your left hand playing the C major scale until you are comfortable, until you can play it with ease. All right? When you are ready, then you start doing with both hands. And then, guys, please, I would advise this now. Yenza exercise as slow as you can, but correctly, instead of uyenze fast and incorrectly, because kunento ekuthiwa muscle memory, okay? You don't want to keep on storing the wrong moves in your, because every time you do something, ingqondo iyayistora leyo pattern in your head, and you don't want your brain remembering all the wrong things you did. Okay, so rather do it slowly and correctly than uyenza fast and wrong. Because I understand kune temptation on the piano, especially for the beginners, ukuthi ukwazi upiano ukudlala fast. No, it's not about how fast you are, it's about how well you can play, which means you are playing something correctly, right? So let's take it easy. Sisafunda, let's usher ourselves nicely, right? So you're gonna do it slow. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And then you introduce your left hand. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you do both hands. 1. Okay, I won't count this time because while in press 1 ngala press 5. In fact, 5 ngala, 1 ngala, 4 ngala, 2 ngala, 3 ngala, 3 ngala, right? And then you tuck. 1 ngala, 4, 2 ngala, sorry. 2 ngala, sorry, 2 ngala, 1 ngala. Young did. 2 ngala, 1 ngala. And then sesiyo slide down with 3 manje. And then 3 ngala, nangala 3. And then we have 2 ngala, 4 ngala, 1 ngala, 5 ngala. Yabo, track 3, we tuck in. Right? In case kukuthi yakudida, njoba dengisho, do one hand until you are comfortable, do another hand until you are comfortable, and try and get them both to work together. Do it as slow as possible. Okay, so that was a scale of C major. Remember, just to recap into sikhavile, formula a major scale: tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. All right. Then sakhuluma ngokuthi ke i-fingering technique ya C major. It's 1 for your right hand. It's 1, 2, 3, and then you tuck underneath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you do the reverse as you come down. And then for your left hand, it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And then most wehla you do the reverse of that. Okay? All right, that's it. And then on the next video, we're gonna do more major scales kodwa ane-fingering technique efanayo nale kade siyisebenzisa. Okay? So we're gonna look at ukukhanda i-major scale nokuyidlala futhi leyo major scale ya D, sizokwenza u-E, senze u-G, senze u-A, senze no-B in the next video. All right? It's just that I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible so that you can, you can manage ingaklephuli kakhulu kwi-data. All right, so I'll see you in the next video or tutorial or module. All right, thank you for watching Kamalamu TKO, proudly brought to you by Show House. Lena Bekuyini, piano for all. Goodbye.